They updated gun sounds? Hold on, wait, stop. Stop. We're gonna read them right now. I specifically have not looked at any of the patch notes so we could live react, all right? Are you guys ready? Let's look at them right now. It's a big list, and I am very, very excited, chat, to see a large list of changes because we have waited a long time. This might be one of the longer, if not the longest times we've waited in between patches. So there was a part of me that was very worried that it was just going to be a small set of fixes. And I'm very happy to see it is a big list, okay? So already props to the devs, even though I haven't looked at the contents of these fixes. So we got new features, added a new UI to the main terminal. Cool, we'll have to go take a look at that. They added Island of Tabor night variant. That's huge. Don't forget your night vision. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Nighttime Island is just going to be so much fun, not only for the guys who want to sneak around in the dark and avoid player fights, but also good for all the chads who get their night vision ready and on and can just destroy all those little sneaky goblins. So that's cool. Very cool. We will be playing that today with you, chat. We'll play it together. They added new Fenix models, so we're not going to see the same Fenix everywhere. We might see some variants now. Some of the old, some of the new, so that is cool. That is very cool. They added a new player model for the player. They replaced the old one, so we'll have to take a look at that. No longer will we look at little sockhead dudes. They added names to extraction points on the compass. Okay, that's good. Because before it was just a bunch of arrows. You kind of have to guess based off of distance which extract it was. So now it looks like there's a clear label, which is useful. They added new sounds to the guns. They reworked almost all of the gun audio from scratch. Over 1,000 gun sound files were replaced with new source material. Most guns have completely unique gun sounds, suppressed and unsuppressed, as well as mechanical noises such as pulling and charging the handle. I am very excited to hear these new noises. We'll know when we get in, but definitely the old gun sounds were very much lacking, but I understand they were likely just placeholders so that they could ship something and get it out. So the gun sounds in Escape from Tarkov, if you've ever played them, are so good. And if we get any step closer to that, it's a step in the right direction. It doesn't have to be exactly there yet, but the fact that they're working on it and thinking about it, I'm very excited. They added a fist bump option. Fist bumping a player in raid will send them a friend request. That is a very good and cool addition. Very, very, very cool. They added a new audio to raid exfil and player death. So just replacing that sound, we'll have to hear what it is. They added a new helmet, the SSH 68. They added new armor, the LBAV. Interesting. They reworked armors. Armor penetration system has been reworked from scratch to be more accurate and consistent. Armor classes are divided into 6 classes now, instead of from 3. And chest rigs and helmets should be generally more effective. Interesting. This is one of those things. I might actually just send a message to myself right now. We're going to have to sit down and test all that and make a video on it, because we got to give the people the info on how it works. So that's good. They added a friends limit. Oh, 100 friends total shared between friends and invite requests. Wait, why? Hold on. I mean, I get that they're probably trying to help streamers with all the annoying requests, but this is actually bad because I need to be able to invite people to get them into raid. So I'm going to have to constantly delete friend requests and re-add them.
Good luck on community days. Delete ad.
Oh, and it's a nightmare to delete them because you have to hit X and then you have to hit a check mark. So it's like 2 steps to delete them. Oh no. I get that they're trying to help, but this is actually really bad. It's bad for me specifically. It's not bad for 99% of the population. Oh boy. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go purge. I definitely have more than 100 on there right now, so I wonder how it's gonna retroactively affect things. Is it just gonna delete a bunch of my friend requests? I don't know, chat. Oh my god. We're gonna have to clean the friend requests. They removed the nerd port on the arms. You can now inject anywhere on the forearms. That's cool. I think that works. Bug fixes. They fix survival element depletion speed being linked to the player's FPS. Oh, that's why some people's food and water and stamina wouldn't drain as fast as others like myself, because it was dependent on FPS with their coding. So they fixed that. It should all be the same across the board. They fixed the Night Force scope not showing when trying to receive it. They fixed the MP5 clipping through loot crates. That's good. That was very annoying. You'd see me try and grab those things out.
At Infish's friend limit is due to the backend data structure. It puts massive load on accounts. Sorry.
I promise it's okay in Fishes. I get the idea, and we were hell of lagging, so it makes sense that it was causing a lot of back-end issues. People who had massive friend lists and friend request lists, we would lag so bad if we had that open. So, and it might be, if it's lagging the whole back-end for everybody, it needed to be done. So, it makes sense in Fishes. I promise it's okay. Like I said, it's good for 99% of people. I'm only complaining because I'm in that small 1% that's gonna have to deal with, you know, me doing the community day stuff. It's just, it's not like it broke community days. It just means I have to do a little bit of extra work. So, A-okay. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you working hard on the game. Thanks for broadcasting that, Brooks. What else do we got here? We fixed some shelves not saving in the safe house. That's good. It's probably the ones that were in the trade room. There were a few there that weren't. They fixed mag palming near a pouch, resulting in invisible mags. That's good. Fixed the ammo crafter not building ammo in some conditions. That's also good. They fixed the ability to run sideways and backwards and out of stamina, now preventing it. This is true. I noticed you could do this. I didn't do it very often. I probably did it about 1% of the time. But I noticed when I was out of stamina, I could side strafe and still be pretty fast. So that's good, because we want to play the game as intended. They fixed the ability while aiming with the gun sideways. They now prevent it. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. So apparently, you know, when you're looking down sights, it hinders your movement speed. Some people were able to tilt their gun in a certain way that would allow them to full sprint while still ADSing. So that's good. They fixed the name of the bunker resource category, previously called junk. This was like gas and all that stuff in the shop. They fixed glass not being breakable. Thank God. I appreciate you. I would try to kill people behind glass so many times at the top of prison, and my bullets would just bounce in crazy directions and I'd never get a hit. Thank God that is fixed. I appreciate it. Let's see here. They fixed some backpack logic, attempting to fix one of the major crashes while in raid. I see this a lot when I'm playing with friends. For whatever reason, it doesn't happen to me often, but when I play with Timeless, it happens all the time. So something about the backpack was causing a major crash. They believe that they fixed that, so that's good. So one less reason to crash. They fixed players not being able to, or fixed players being able to move and grab things before raid, preventing them from grabbing items they won't spawn with. So that's good. So if you're right about to queue into raid and you grab something, it would make it disappear sometimes. So they're just preventing this to help you guys not spawn in with missing stuff. They fixed Kurtax mass vanishing from save areas. Good. They fixed culling distances on loot crates. So either that means they were rendering in too far. Culling distance means the item is going to render or not render at certain distances. And them not rendering when they're super far away is going to save a lot of frame rate, especially for you quest users. So we'll have to take a look and see what it is. Most likely they were appearing at very long distances and shouldn't have, so we can save some optimization there by culling them shorter. So they fixed texture color with loot crates and backpacks to be gray instead of black to increase visibility. They fixed the MP40 bullet ejection location. Fixed being able to shoot with the safety on by putting a new magazine in and charging the weapon. I had no idea that was a thing. That's funny. They fixed grenades and syringes having no collision in the backpack. Good. They fixed silencers attaching to guns not having collision in the backpack. Also good. Fixed phoenixes not respawning. Yes, I can farm phoenixes again for XP and just overall quests and missions. So before, and this was a long time ago, it's been a long time that they have not been respawning. You would be able to kill phoenixes in a location, go somewhere else, and after a certain amount of time, those phoenixes would actually respawn. So you're not dealing with empty lobbies. Because you know I like to stay in raid very long to loot. So one, it adds more things to shoot. It adds more danger so that those that don't clear the whole map can just run around and do whatever they want. So I think that's really good. And we can farm phoenixes again for either resources or for missions. So very good, or experience. So good, we get phoenixes respawning. Love that. They fixed knives stabbing backpacks. So I guess if you're trying to chase someone with a knife and trying to stab them, you could get a stab animation and sound, and maybe the knife would stick into the backpack and it wouldn't do damage. So that doesn't happen anymore. Good. They fixed some bugs with the trash can. It should not eat your loadout if you walk too close to it. I have feared this so many times, and it was a valid fear. It never actually happened to me, but the fact that you could do a quick drive-by of the trash can and it would just eat your entire kit, oh man, that would suck. Press 1 if that's happened to you, chat. I'm lucky. I feared for that, but it never happened to me. Looks like we got a few people that happened to. Actually, quite a few. So that's good. That's very good. I did hop in the trash can with stuff on. Yeah, the trash can was the real Ghost of Tabor. True. They fixed the bolt catch and the bolt release inconsistencies. So Timeless and I were experiencing this a lot when we were doing our sniper runs together and trying to kill each other with sniper rifles at crazy distances. But we'd be bolting the bolt action and it like, the bolt wouldn't go down all the way every time, and we'd have to put extra effort in to make sure that the bolt was all the way down so it would shoot. I'm guessing they're talking about that. So it should be a little bit more consistent to work the bolt and you won't get a click. So that's good. They fixed Fennec sometimes laying down pretending to be dead. Oh. I was like, what? Phoenixes could intentionally lay down? But these are those... I haven't seen this in a while, but it used to happen really often, where you'd hear a gunshot and you'd be standing around a bunch of dead phoenixes, and you're like, what the hell's going on? And then you'd hear a phoenix scream at you, and it's just one of the like phoenixes laying down dead, but he was still alive, and you'd have to tap him again. So that's fixed. Good. They lowered the damage and penetration on the deagle. Maybe, chat. Look, I'm not going to take credit, okay? I doubt it was me. I bet you it was a bunch, it was everybody talking about it. It was a whole conglomerate. But you all know, if you've been around the channel for a while, how I felt about the deagle. I said it should be way more expensive and rare to fix it. I said they could keep the damage and the pen, like if they wanted to, but it's probably not realistic, damage and pen at its current state. Way too overpowered of a gun. So they lowered the damage of it and the penetration on the deagle. So armor should help with it. And overall, we'll have to see if it's still one-tapping nakeds to the chest. It probably still will one-tap to the chest. I don't know, maybe not though. We'll have to look at the damage numbers. They didn't specify here. But the gun was just way too cheap to be that good. It really, really was. So we'll have to play with it and see how we feel about it now. Island of Tabor, we're moving on to map fixes. They added grass sounds when walking on grassy surfaces. Ooh, we get new sounds, cool. They added new trees, cool. They added new containers around the map to be used as cover. So not openable containers. But chat, you should keep in mind, whenever a big patch releases, they've hinted at it before. Maybe they're not gonna do it every time, but they will move cache and loot locations without telling you. So we might see loot and containers in different spots, and we might have to re-find new spots for keycard spawns and things like that, which I think makes it fresh and fun. You get to kind of re-explore the map and look for good loot spots. So we'll see how it is. Hello, Overly Baked. What else? They fixed the underground parking spawn taking too long. Good. Whenever you were loading for days, it was usually because you were in the parking garage, and it would really put you behind on spawn, so that's nice. They removed doors temporarily, chat, on Island of Tabor both day and night. There must have been some good reason for it. They didn't explain why, but it was probably causing issues or crashes or frame drops. It was causing problems enough that they're temporarily removing it, which means they intend to put them back. So it'll be fine, chat. I'll have to deal with no doors for a while. Minor fixes on Silo, they don't specify. The safe house, they added ambient audio to the safe house. Okay. They added storage in Armory 1. Okay. They reworked the lighting. They fixed typos on some signs. And they fixed the whiteboard not having collision with the player. As well as various optimizations and minor fixes. And then there were some problems that they fixed. The patch. We're aware of some users not loading into Island of Tabor. This is very current. This was like an hour ago. The team is currently looking into a solution. There's no consistent workaround at this time. Some users have reported temporary fixes when restarting the game. All right, so we might have some issues loading into Nighttime Island. We'll just roll with it. It's a big patch. There's going to be some new bugs. It's just what comes with the territory. But overall, I am very happy to see this big list of changes. We have some new content. We have new items. We have new gun sounds. We have new Phoenix models. We get Phoenixes respawning again. We potentially have new loot locations. There's a lot here to explore. And I'm very happy about that. Because big patches like this keep the game fresh and keep people
entered the
playing.
raffle, but I'm going to hop off.
Including
AMD
myself.
may not be back for draw.
Thank you all for watching. If you feel the video deserves it, give it a like, consider subscribing. It means a lot for my small channel. Also, I do a lot of live streaming on twitch.tv. The link will be in the description below. That's all for today. Expect more Ghosts of Tabor content. And until then, I'll see you in the field.